happening right now. High winds are out there. They are toppling trees all across the metro, even snapping power lines. It's a pretty dangerous situation outside, and emergency managers are asking people to get in, and if you can, don't drive right now. This is KOIN 6 News at 4 o'clock. I'm Jennifer Hoff.
And I'm Tim Becker in for Dan Tilkin tonight. We have team coverage tonight on the weather damage across the area. Chief Meteorologist Kristen Van Dyke is tracking the system. Cole Miller is live along Marine Drive, which is closed.
Yeah, a big stretch of it is. But first, let's go to Lisa Balick. She's live in Lake Oswego, where a woman was actually trapped in her house, Lisa, when winds pushed a tree down there, huh?
Yeah, that's right. It was unbelievable. I'm on Durham Street, which is just up from George Rogers Park in downtown Lake Oswego, where a tree fell over on top of 2 homes, trapping one woman inside. She's okay. I talked with her, though, about the frightening ordeal.
I ran to my room to see what had happened and screamed.
Rebecca Griffin was putting away breakfast dishes late this morning when suddenly her house was sliced open.
Enormous sound and flash of blue light, and then another giant sound, another flash of blue light, and then tree.
Rebecca told me how she turned in time to see through the living room window the huge tree out front topple over onto her house. She tried to get out.
Scrambling, trying to find my cell phone and try to call my landlord, and my mom was off in Northeast Portland.
Suddenly, as she looked outside, she realized she was trapped. Actually, though, safer inside than out.
I couldn't leave because there were live power lines right in front of my front door and right in my backyard area.
Did you see them arcing?
I didn't see them arcing, but I knew they were down and they were cut, and I'm like, I can't move.
Meanwhile, next door, Peggy Schaefer also is trying to find a way out after the tree hit her bedroom as well.
Immediately grabbed my dog, my shoes, and my car keys and wallet and ran out.
Rebecca waited until emergency crews shut off the power and firefighters let her out safely. While there's plenty of damage, everyone's thankful, knowing it could have been a lot worse.
Merry Christmas, but everybody's okay.
Now, power was turned off in the area for a couple of hours while they worked on the lines here. Power has back been restored. They're now working on the cable lines. But again, a good piece of information, a good piece of advice. Rebecca remembered, stay away from those power lines no matter what. Even if you don't see sparks, you don't see arcing, those are live wires. And in fact, we have been told ourselves to keep away from any kind of the wires around here right now as they continue working on them. Live in downtown Lake Oswego, Lisa Balick, KOIN 6 News.
Yeah, so important that she knew about those hot power lines and to just stay away. Thank you, Lisa.
Yeah, and down trees really everywhere. A huge tree also fell onto a home in Forest Grove. There, look at it, even broke through the fence there, then smashed into the home's living room. Look at all the damage there. Luckily, in this case, nobody was hurt.
In Northeast Portland, a tree that fell onto a power line there started a fire at this house. This is near 22nd and Ainsworth. Firefighters tell us no one was home at the time and the fire is now out.
Okay, those high winds have closed nearly 6 miles, a stretch there of Marine Drive in Northeast Portland.
Yeah, a semi blew off the road just across from PDX. Our Cole Miller is live there now with the latest. Cole?
Well, Tim, Jennifer, good afternoon. I tell you what, I'm guessing that this truck driver is breathing a sigh of relief today after he had a close call. Those winds, like you said, pushing him off of Marine Drive down towards the Columbia River. You can see the tow trucks here now. They've got it up off of the culvert there. You can see the top of that trailer just peeled back. Let's show you some video now from earlier. This call came in at about 1:15 this afternoon, and it closed a big stretch of Marine Drive. We're talking Northeast 33rd down to about 122nd. Now, when officers and medical crews arrived on the scene, thankfully the driver had not been hurt and there were no other injuries. There's a walking path down there. Thankfully, no one down there at the time. Now, access to businesses around here is going to be limited. Obviously, as they're pulling this this truck out of the culvert, again, back up on the road. We'll come back out to a live picture now. You can see the Port of Portland here. You can see the Port of Portland here pulling up. They've been assisting with this throughout the day. But I just had a chance to speak with Portland police, and they tell me as soon as the tow trucks get this truck out of here, Marine Drive will be reopened. They were originally thinking about 7 o'clock tonight, but we should see this stretch of Marine Drive, again, 33rd to 122nd, open much sooner than that. As soon as it is open, we'll pass that information along. Live in Northeast Portland, Cole Miller, KOIN 6 News.
All right, Cole, thank you. We'll be sure and check back with you.
And in Washington State now, not a semi-truck, but a motor another home that was blown off I-5 near Woodland. Look at the skid marks there in the grass. We found out the driver was not hurt. A tree also fell just across a couple lanes of southbound there on I-5, also near Woodland, but we've learned that has since been cleared.
Man, wind just everywhere out there. This is a look at a tree that fell on a house in Milwaukee this afternoon. It happened along Southeast Rusk Road. We know no one was inside at the time, and fortunately nobody was hurt.
And